Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest was just 27 years old when she was left a widow with a baby and then $3 million in debt. Here to share what she's learned about life, we welcome the author of The Compass of Now, Master DDnard. DDnard? DDnard.
Yes.
First, we were just talking about how young you look. You say you're 50, but really you look like you're
40-something.
Yeah, well, yes. You don't look close to 40-something. You look more like 19. But let's talk about, at the age of 27, on a serious note, your life drastically changed.
It was the morning of New Year's Eve, and I learned the news that my husband just passed away. At that time, my son was only 11 months old.
Wow.
And I actually collapsed. I don't know how my son would grow up without a father. But then instead, while I was being very sad, my son stood up on his feet for the first time. He hugged me and wiped away my tears. That was the first moment. Do you see that we adults, when we face some situation, we keep asking the wrong question and we say, why this is happening to us? Why this is happening to us? Mm-hmm. But a child asked the right question, that how can I help my mother? How can I make this better? So that was when I decided that my life has to be good. But it wasn't easy. We went to the funeral. There were so many bankers and creditors. They were asking for $3 million.
There were bankers and creditors at your husband's funeral.
Yes, that we have to close down the funeral earlier than we expected. Normally in Thailand it's 7 days, but we had to do, we could do it for just one night, and we had to stop because there were so many bankers there.
And was it because of his business that he was so far in debt?
It was because of business, and he left us $3 million, not in cash but in debt.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So how do you take the step forward then and take care of all of this?
I didn't know what to do, but then someone said to me that I was about to cry, and then someone said to me that, you know, there was one mother, she lost her son. She carried her son's body around and asking people to bring her son's life back. And then she met the Buddha. The Buddha said, if you can find a house that never loses their loved ones, I will help your son. The word "a house that never loses their loved ones" was in my ears. And it's like everyone, those who are watching us right now, they have lost someone they love. But when we hear somebody else losing their loved ones, we may sympathize them, but it doesn't break our heart. At that moment, I saw that it's the word I, me, mine. It's so powerful in hurting us, and it doesn't help to be in pain. I had to do something. So someone said, master your mind in order to master your life. What would you say? I said, what? No, not the meditation. At that time, I didn't know how. Mm-hmm. But someone said, okay, observe your mind. But when I sat down, I felt like Julia Roberts when in the Eat, Pray, Love movies. You know it.
Right.
1 minute of sitting down could kill you. But then while I was observing the pain in my leg became isolated, separated from me. At that moment, my mind was my mind, and the pain was something else apart from me. And that moment, I knew that death is death, my mind is my mind. Imagine if somebody hurt you and the pain can be separated from you. Mm-hmm. Then you have all the freedom in life you could ask for. And as I was seeing the pain disappear, I knew then that if you don't try to push away your problem, it goes away, it dissolves naturally. At that time, with $3 million debt, on the first day after the funeral, at the meditation, I was so happy. I knew since then that I could pay off my debt, and I did.
You did?
Yes, very easily, and I earned a lot more.
Oh, wow. So tell us why the title of the book, The Compass of Now.
Because it is the message that I think maybe some of your listeners, your audience now, they may have lost their loved ones, lost their business, or being cheated by their trusted friends. Mm-hmm. And when we are facing with those situations, we need someone to come and tell us that things are going to be okay and how we can handle ourselves and outer thing. So what I saw is that as long as I can manage my inner state, the outer circumstance goes according to how I feel inside. So what I do is just I manage my internal condition, and the outer circumstance reflect it.
You talk about inner treasures. What are those?
Yes, inner treasures. Because normally we try to go out looking for happiness, looking for other things outside of us.
Right.
But what I felt is that how I paid off 3 million debts is because I was so happy inside and I felt very rich inside. I felt I have everything in the world. Even my sister said, oh, you must be crazy, Dee. You just lost your husband, your son had no father, and you owe some people $3 million debt. And you're saying you're happy. But with that happiness, and I know that things going to be great, it's like no matter what is happening to you right now, it's going to take you to the best position as long as you turn your best side to take care of it. And that is by just observing your body and your mind, be in the present moment. It's like all this time your thoughts, and you keep picking up the thoughts to stab yourself, right? When somebody says something bad to you, cheated you, or break your heart,
right?
They may do it once, but you keep bringing those scenes back again as a knife to stab yourself.
Did you get a job immediately, and that's how you were able to pay off that debt?
I opened up a business. Yes,
okay.
And especially when we have debt, we tend to feel that we are smaller, and I had so much fear. But there was one moment I felt that, oh, come on, the bankers, they were doing business with us. So they made a lot of profit, so now we are partners. So I didn't have to fear them anymore, so I talked to them as equally human as we are.
Right.
And that really helps.
I want to tell folks the book again is titled The Compass of Now. DDnard, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank
And you look remarkable, so that's clearly working for you.